So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose. Hi everybody, Martha here. So today we got I finished reading The Real Jake. So this book from Blackbird, The Five Nights at Fazbear, number 6. It was a really good book. When we first read before we get to the review, I'll read the last page of Blackbird. I'll read the last page of Jake. So spoilers for both. First, Blackbird. Well, I got your revenge on my bullies by bullying himself right back. I played a mean joke on him just before freshman year. Jerk. Sam laughed. Etcha. Nah, no more joke clones. What? Norden laughed. Oh, just between Amber and me. Amber and me, huh? I heard that you heard about that. Want to grab a pizza? Sure. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since before noon. Why not? Long story. Maybe I'll tell you sometime. The Blackbird will make you tell. Northern heart sank. But then Sam laughed. Okay, so you were wondering what that review is that one. Go and see the review of a Blackbird. Now, we're on the last page of Real Jake. And then you guys can I'll discuss this book to you, this story to you. The body looked so small and fragile. She leaned over and pressed her lips against his forehead. I love you, Jake. I love you so much. The body twitched in her chin. Gilman came up to Maggie and whispered, "Goodbye, Jake." The 3 medical professionals had reason to see any miss, for they knew it was normal. Even Gil would make a comment on it. She might have seen it, but she would not even task any meaning of it. Maggie, though. Maggie would have. She didn't see. Nobody saw. 5 people set their eyes. None of them had noticed the little cabin door was wide open. So, okay, Real Jake is about a little boy who has a tumor in his head, and he's going for chemotherapy so he can get better. And he's taking care of by his nanny named Maggie, and like every single day, like when it comes like time for him to like go to sleep, and he also has time like keeping food down too because the chemotherapy. And like when it's time for him to go to sleep every single night, he gets visited by a guy named Simon that he hears from the cupboard that's nearby. And if he ever gets enough strength, he can open up the cupboard. And we find out like later on in the book that the one in the cupboard is like a recording, like a phone thing that is from his dad, Evan. His dad is a soldier, and the way he like talks to him is by pretending to be like another little boy that only visits Jake and makes him feel like he's not sick, and by saying like, "Tell me what happened today," but he's not allowed to mention that the chemotherapy, stuff like that. He's only allowed to say, "I am the real Jake. I have my hair back. I am not bald. I am well again. My dad's not in the army. Um, I'm having a normal life. I'm a normal kid." So he would have to describe what happened and with day events. And eventually in the story, Evan gets injured and overseas. Um, and this gets reported by his brother, Michael. So Evan and Michael. So a lot of people think I've heard while I was after I read this book that a lot of people think that Michael is the Michael that we hear about in FNAF, the one that goes after William um, Afton. So this might we don't know if this is the Afton family because some people think that Jake might be the crying child, but we know that Jake is also is the one that's in Stitch Wraith, and the stories that we see at the very end of these all the time. So, but poor at the end of the book, as you saw, poor the key, he comes to sickness and sadly passes away. So it's a very sad story. It's not really it's not for the first time. There's not any like scary stuff that happens into it. Like all the other FNAF stories usually have something scary happen to it, but this one it was like a more somber story, more sad story. Not like, and I'm perfectly okay with it. It was very, very, very great story, and I was perfectly okay with it being like sad and everything, and being a different type of story that we had. I'm okay. I'm perfectly okay with having one story in the FNAF world that's not some weird monster going out to kill somebody. No, we just have like a normal everyday life happening here in this story, and you don't know you don't like if you just read this without knowing that this was connected to Five Nights at Freddy's, you would be okay with it because it's just about a kid trying to beat a sickness and a nanny trying to take care of her patient who she loves as her own son because her mom got murdered and her dad is in the army. So neither of them could take care of it, and they had to get a nanny to take care of him. And he was gotten so bad before the kid died that we're gonna send him to the hospital and be hospiced. So yeah, that's how bad the situation was. And yeah, it was sad at the very end. I felt really bad for having the little Jake, and the fact that Maggie had to lose both first Evan and learn that she's the guardian of Jake, and the day she didn't get the chance to tell Jake that his dad died, and he never really found out that Simon is his dad, or he probably like opened the cupboard and found out right before he died that that's where Simon is, and him coming out of the bed, and him getting back into bed or whatever, because we did not see what happened. We walked in on him and stuff like that, and finding out that he's died. So we don't know what happened, making open the cupboard door, and like nobody knows that the cupboard door is open. So where they had the thing that where he talked to Simon with every single night before he went to bed. So yeah, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So far, I would say this one's technically my favorite short story. The last one was actually the one with Foxy. I think that was like 2 books ago. The one that had Foxy in it, where it's hunt down a kid and like make him believe that he's gonna eventually die because like you kept on like getting arm hit, and you lose your eye, you become a pirate, and basically yeah. And that one was my favorite until this one. I probably because that had Foxy in it, but this one was just so different from the norm. I loved it. So let's get started to this story. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Now I got something to show you guys, and this is a little. This is for anybody who wants to know about Harry Potter's Hogwarts Legacy book, movie, game. It got delayed, so I'm gonna read this article to you guys. Harry Potter Star Wars Legacy delayed to 2022. Hogwarts Legacy won't be whisking off to the castle this year. Hogwarts Legacy is a role-playing game set in the Harry Potter universe has been delayed until sometime in 2022. The game was set to announce in the vague statement on Twitter's account on Wednesday. We would like to thank our fans from around the world to participate reactions to announcements of Harry on Hogwarts Legacy from our Portkey Games label department statements and the creative possibly experiments of all of the Wizarding World games and fans, but is poor game to us and giving the game needed time. Time is needed. Hogwarts Legacy development is by Abelard Software, the studios behind Disney Infinity Games, and published by Portkey Games, Warner Brothers, Infactment Entertainment label for Harry Potter. The game is an interaction RPG and will take place in the famous world of Harry Potter, a Wizarding World that Harry Potter calls home throughout his adventures in the books. Although far from the time of both original books and recent fantastic movies, Hogwarts will be set in the 1800s and giving players a chance to see more of the Wizarding World, discover some of the history, secrets, and set to most famous school. Hogwarts Legacy slurped into the next year on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. I think that's it. So it got delayed. It's supposed to come out like sometime next year. It's supposed to come out sometime this year. And sadly, it's not going to. I guess because what's going on in the outbreak and everything like that. So they decided to like do it like in the beginning of the year. So yeah. So I just thought I'd let you guys know it's sad that we don't get to play the game now this year. It sucks. So yeah. There was also a poor post on Facebook that pretty much says the same exact thing. But, so, we don't know when it comes out sometime next year. We just know it comes out next year. We'll find out in the next trailer. So, I'll see you guys later. Read the book of Blackbird. And in the next story, our probably is that comes for that is I think it's called Hide and Go Seek. Let me look. Yeah, Hide and Go Seek. It's the next book. The next story in this. So yeah. I'll read it. I'm not even started reading it yet. So I don't even know what's about. The next story. I'll see you guys later though. Like, remember, and subscribe. And bye-bye.